You need to learn Ansible in 2021, and you need to learn it now, like right now. What is Ansible? Ansible is the simplest way to automate applications and IT infrastructures. When we talk about Ansible, we actually talk about IT automations. This tool is actually very famous among system administrators. So, if you want to be a system administrator, I suggest you to learn Ansible now. But why? Why do I need Ansible? Well, imagine if you are a system administrator and you're responsible for a server. And one day, you need to change the DNS server. Normally, you will log into the servers and change the file at seriesresolve.conf and then restart the networking, right? Easy peasy. But you have two servers. No problem. You just need to log into server A, change the seriesresolve.conf, and then restart the networking. And then you need to log into server B, edit the seriesresolve.conf, and then restart the networking. It's fine. It's easy. But you have three servers. Okay, things start to be annoying because it will take more time just to do a simple task. And you need to do repetitive tasks. But still, it's simple. You need to log into server A, change the resolve.conf, restart the networking, and then you need to log into server B and blah until server C. Fine. It's easy peasy. What if you have 5 servers, 10 servers, 20 servers? Are you going to do that manual task again and again and again? Well, with Ansible, you don't have to. With Ansible, you only need to do the configurations on Ansible control nodes. Once the configuration is done, you can tell the Ansible to push the configuration to each of the servers. And Ansible will do it for you. You know what's best from Ansible? It's agentless. We don't need specific application to be installed on the targeted machine. Well, basically, Ansible uses SSH. So that's the only thing you need to have on the targeted machine. And I guess all modern servers actually have SSH. Before we continue, there are several terms in Ansible that you really need to know. The first one is control node. This is a machine where Ansible is installed. It can be a dedicated server, it can be a desktop, or it can be a laptop. And then next one is managed node. This is all the infrastructures where Ansible has control over it. The next one is inventory. To put it simple, inventory is the list of managed node. And then playbook. What is playbook? Playbook is ordered list of tasks written in YAML format, which means this is the configuration files that you need to change or update before push the changes into the managed nodes. Now, I'm going to show you how to install Docker on Ubuntu servers using Ansible. Why? Why learning Ansible by installing Docker? Well, because I already create video on how to install Docker on Ubuntu servers. You can check the video later on. And also, I want to discuss about Kubernetes in the futures. And I want to use Kubernetes, Docker, and Ansible together. Right, time to get our hands dirty now. Right, I already prepared 3 virtual servers using Ubuntu servers 20.04. One of them will be the control node. Okay, first step, we are going to prepare the control node first. Let's install the Ansible on the control node. So, on the control node, we are going to copy the default Ansible folder to home folders. So we can create the changes on the home folders and keep the default Ansible folder unchanged as a backup. And then we also need to edit the configurations. We need to change the host path and disable host key checking. After that, we need to add the managed servers in the inventory and then install SSH pass. Somehow the host format in this Ansible installations is using YAML format. Now we need to create the playbook. The playbook is contain the instructions or command to install Docker on managed servers. If you remember from my previous video, the step of installing Docker is as follow. You need to install the dependencies first, and then you need to add the GPG key, and then after that, you need to add the repository. Then you need to install the Docker, Docker CLI, and container.io. Okay, previously you already managed to do that directly to the servers, but how to do that using Ansible? I will show you how. After creating playbook on the control node, let's prepare our manage node. This is Docker 01. Docker 01 is our first Docker server that will be managed by the Ansible control node. Well, the only thing we need to do is to disable sudo password prompt after login. Basically, when you log into Ubuntu servers and then you do any sudo command, you will be prompt for password. Now we are going to disable that. Now it's time to run the playbook. This is the command, and finger crossed, guys. Hope this works. Yay! It works! Okay, let's move on to the next scenario. The scenario is new server is coming and we need to install Docker on the new server also. The new server hostname is docker02. The IP address is 192.168.43.195. So what to do? Well, on the docker02 node, we need to disable password prompt as we did before on docker01 by modifying the etc sudoers. And then on the control node, the Ansible control node, we need to add the IP address to inventory or the host files. That's it. And then you can run the playbook and it should be working on the new servers. The new server will installing the Docker. Let's try it. So when you run the playbook, you can see that Ansible also pushed the command into docker01, even though we already done that before. That's because Ansible will push the command to all targeted managed hosts. up until now, you already able to install Docker on Ubuntu servers using Ansible. You also able to add as many as possible, as much as you want, server to the Ansible control node. Okay, I think this is the end. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and the most important is to share the knowledge. See you on the next video. Bye.